everyone. The Duck Pond is back after a long-awaited hiatus over the
Yay.
summer. Yay. Obviously, if you guys don't know, I had started a new job, and so it's been a little bit. Kyle, I know you're getting into a new gig over there too. So we've had a lot going on, but we're happy to welcome everyone back to the Duck Pond. I'm Peter with Kyle again as we start
Hi,
off
everybody.
season 2 here with the Duckies. Kyle, how you been?
I've been good. A lot of work, a lot of applying for jobs, stuff like that.
Good for you. And how's the cat? How's the cat doing?
She's doing good. She better watch herself. She's getting annoying.
Oh, that's what you get for having a cat. I'm a dog
Yeah,
person myself.
that's true. So am I, but cats are easier.
That's fair. Anyway, so the Sabres off to, I would say slow start, but I think we need another adjective after the last 13 years. But
Yeah, doing Sabre things. Starting off good, giving us hope, and then shit in the bed.
I wouldn't even say they start off well. I mean, what they lose the first 3-4 games of the season?
They lost the first three, and then they did pretty good for the next six. They at least were getting
But,
points.
I mean, yeah, but 1 point ain't going to do it in the long run, especially on home ice.
I mean,
I would.
they were also hurt, so like I gave like 1 point. I'd rather have that than a loss.
Okay, so I was going to wait to get into the medical stuff surrounding this team, but in the last 3 weeks, they've lost Zucker, Kulik, Benson. I mean, Kulik I don't even know what's going on with him, like some Civil
He was a
War
blood
medicine.
clot.
I
I just saw that
is
today.
that not what it's supposed to do?
Well, it's a blood clot issue and is going to be out indefinitely.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how high do you think that's an actual injury or just his excuse? Like Eichel's, obviously not. Eichel had an obvious neck issue, but the length of his injury, how much of that do you think is I really don't want to be here anymore, or like this is a natural problem?
I mean, how long has Coolidge been on the team? A couple, like 3 years. This is his first time
Mm,
playing multiple games in the
I'd say
NHL.
it's his second year of full time.
Yeah, I would say he's not like I'm out of here yet, but I feel like that's one of those things where like you can't really like say it's fake just because
No,
it's just a weird it's a weird injury, but
I'm not saying it's fake by any means. I'm just saying, like, obviously, Eichel's neck surgery wasn't fake, but he at that point he clearly wanted out of here and was looking for an excuse to get out of here.
yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, and then we go to Jason Zucker, who apparently has like the plague.
Yeah, yeah, like
Like I honestly don't know what that is. Like we are talking about, Kulik having a blood clot issue. Like Zucker might legitimately have the plague. I saw a tweet today. It goes, yeah, he hasn't eaten solid food in like a week and a half, and I'm like, what's going on with this guy?
yeah, he's like I'm looking right now. It says he has no timetable to return to the lineup. And I get the feeling that the Sabres are just cursed.
I do we think it's the OJ curse, or are we long past the OJ curse?
I think it's the not signing Drury and Briere curse. It might
Yeah,
just be
that's a
the
good
Kevin
one.
Adams curse.
Well, I mean, if it's the Kevin, yeah, you could say this whole downfall started in 05-06 after Jay McKee almost lost his leg. If we're going
Yeah.
to back to more issues,
And that freaking
and
waste of space. Adams gets a ring.
I mean, let's be honest, he was a waste of space on that team too.
The
We
worst
go,
part about that whole 05-06 season is it gives Benji a reason to talk shit. That's the
you know what?
that's the worst thing.
And there's a reason I haven't had him on in a while. I think honestly I want to say the last episode might have been with Benji. I don't know why.
It
Um,
might have been.
well, let's see here. I just pulled up the 2005-2006 Carolina Hurricanes roster, and Kevin Adams. Let's see. There we go. 82 games played, so good for him. Full season.
Hmm.
How many points do you think he had? Mind you, Eric Stahl led the team. 82 games played, 100 points.
15,
A little bit higher than
25.
23.
Oh, fuck it.
15 goals and 8 assists.
I'm surprised he had 15 goals.
I know. I thought those were all going to be assists. I don't know. I mean, like we discussed, I know we discussed this on a previous podcast. His most recent stint as a general manager that before the Sabres was on like a U15 team.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no. If you look at his Wikipedia page, it's why. Cause I think they only hired him because he was cheap and he's from Buffalo. That's my only reasoning why they actually hired him. So after his coaching and managing career, in 2011 he was named assistant coach of the Sabres before being fired in 13, right after they brought up Ron Rolston. Yeah. So he was part of the. He was actually a coach under Lindy Ruff in 2011. That was his most recent coaching stint.
hmm
After that, that's it. He was a senior vice president of business administration for the Sabres, starting in 19 before he was promoted to general manager.
Yeah, his stint here is done. Honestly, if we keep losing, I think he's fired before Christmas.
I think he should have been fired last year, or but I'm
Oh,
not a
definitely.
general manager. I just watch a shitty hockey team.
Well,
But
I mean, after seeing what the Bills have done, any Terry Pagula team's not going to be making any moves.
I don't even mind it. After last night, after this past week's game, I don't even want to get into the Bills. Like I was, there's this one guy on Midnights that's a Dolphins fan, and I had them like because the game was at one. It was a 1 o'clock game on Sunday. I went into work at 3,
hmm
and so 11 o'clock rolls around. So I had to like marinate in that Bills loss at work all day. And then he comes in for the Midnights, and he's just started. I almost legitimately threw a headset at him.
Yeah, I probably would have too. That would have pissed me off.
Anyway, anyway.
Yeah,
But okay, so the other thing being Lindy Ruff. I know you and we both love Lindy Ruff. It might be nostalgia from the early 2000s because we grew up
a little
watching
bit.
his teams. But he is currently the only coach in the NHL that is not signed at least through next year. Do you blame him?
No, I wouldn't blame him at all.
I
Here's my
wouldn't
thing.
want I
I
wouldn't
don't
want to
know how
resign with the
much
team.
I don't know how much is his fault and how much is just A, the team sucks, and B, we have like 18 people injured.
100%. By no means am I blaming this on Lindy Ruff. I'm just saying if you were in Lindy Ruff's shoes, would you even want to resign with this organization at this point?
No,
Assuming they offer him a contract next year.
no,
And I don't blame him. I
I'd
wouldn't want.
retire. I'd retire now.
I At this point, he's the winningest coach in Sabres history. I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked that up.
He definitely is.
Yeah, I think the only one behind him is right behind him is Scotty Bowman. But at this point, I would just say keep that legacy intact and just retire.
Yep, 607 regular season wins.
How many think he's going to have at the end of the season?
609.
Is that being optimistic for you?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, the last three games have been like the first three games. Not a lot of scoring. You not really seeing much, and just lackluster to watch. Not fun.
I mean, the last couple of games, I'm happy that we don't get MSG at work, so I'm not subjected to watch it. But I I watched the Detroit game that was on national TV, so I was able to watch that. I thought they looked great against Detroit.
I think we're
They're,
having a problem of playing to the level of our opponents.
are we still
I
talking
feel
about the
like
Bills? Apparently,
it honestly goes for both because I feel like the Sabres play decently when they face a good team,
I
but
mean, look,
like the Blues, we lose 3-0 to the Blues.
look at the Capitals game on Hockey Fights Cancer Night. They came out the gates probably the slowest I've seen all year. With it, Washington scored what 2 goals in the first minute and a half, and then
Yeah.
and then Sabres come out, tie it up, and they're off to the races after that. It was a great. I wouldn't say off to the races. Sabres won in a shootout, but still, I thought it was a great game to watch.
hmm
Rosen looked great. Zucker looked good in front. Greenway didn't look half bad. I know he's still coming back from an injury, but he didn't look half bad in that game.
Yeah. What are you thinking of Krebs so far?
like the other years. He's a good fourth line center. That's all you're
Yeah.
going to get out of him. I mean,
Hmm.
I more than likely, I wanted him to just be on the team as trade bait. I would have rather tried to trade Krebs and pair a pick in another guy to get uh, someone like Doan from Utah rather than trade away Paterka. I don't. I was very against the Paterka trade, not because I didn't want Donor. I love Donor. I think he's a great player. He's looked great so far this season. I just
Hmm.
think they shouldn't have given up on Paterka that fast.
I think it was Paterka who wanted to leave, not the Sabres wanting to give him up.
I I mean, I can see that.
I don't
I
blame him
wouldn't
either.
blame him.
I do
No,
believe that he should have gotten more booze than Eichel did.
you can say he hasn't been there as long. He wasn't the captain of the team. His drama wasn't. He kept the drama in house at least for the most part.
I mean, yeah, but he kind of just like dipped.
No, he did, but also
I mean, yeah, Eichel
Eichel
did kind of like
Eichel
bring it
made it.
public.
Eichel made it known he wanted to leave. Paterka, people could assume he wanted to leave, but he never made it like publicly known.
Yeah, but then after a team that you hate decides to not give you a surgery, it's kind of like,
Hey, like was, I was all on Eichel's side, and I've
hmm
said this before. Up until he got traded and started shit talking the team and the fan base, I was
yeah,
on
that.
his side. I would. Why are you not letting him get the surgery? I was
Hmm.
all for it, and then he drove it downhill from there.
Hmm.
But,
So here's the one thing that I will say about the Sabres. We are what, 5, 6, and 4?
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I don't have it in front of me here, but yeah.
That's with Thompson and Dahlin, our two best players, playing like shit. I mean, Dahlin's at a -11 and Thompson's at a -6.
How many goals does Thompson have?
6.
6.
He has 12 points in 15 games. Tuck is leading the team
Lord,
with 14.
good lord, this team is awful.
Yeah, we don't have that number one guy. Like every other team has someone that like most of the time you expect to put the puck in the net. We really don't have that.
But who would it be? I mean, you can argue it's Thompson.
You want it to be
I would
Thompson.
say it's. I would say it's not. I would say Darlene has a better chance of being that guy, like a Nick Lindstrom type. But
Hmm.
I get what's this? Darlene's eighth year in the league.
2019, yeah.
He should be coming around to that right about now. I mean, it's the same.
Yeah,
It's around the same timetable as Victor Hedman.
yeah. But thing with Darlene is you kind of like gotta the stuff with his wife over the summer is probably
Yeah,
taking
no,
him a
that
little bit.
I mean that's a completely. Hopefully they get that figured out. That's a
Hmm.
complete. Family always comes first, so I'll never.
Yeah.
I'm happy he took that leave of absence to go out and go back to Sweden and take care of what needs to be taken care of.
Hmm.
But no, all the best to him. And anyway, so let's move on to a little bit of some college hockey because I saw this the other week. Um, obviously, our sadly departed friend Seamus,
Yeah.
just for the podcast's sake, he's not dead. He just left the team. Um,
You know when you put that thing out on Instagram, my mom
I
thought he
know
died.
that was the point. That's what I was aiming for. Yeah, no. What did I say? I was talking to some of the guys with Allen FC, our now defunct partner in this whole thing. Um, yeah. By the way, they folded over the summer, so
Oh,
the
they
Duckies
did?
are left alone again.
Fuck.
Um, yeah. No, I looked up. They're like, "Oh my god, what happened to Shams?" I go, "Yeah, he died. He's gone. He's gone." Um, no. Anyway, but he's refed college hockey for the last good amount of years. I'm not exactly sure
Yeah,
how many, but
like 4 or 5.
yeah, so that was a big thing when we started this. It was like I wanted to focus on college hockey as well
Hmm.
because there's not a lot of podcasts or even media coverage of college hockey out there,
Hmm.
and I think it's really interesting, especially now with the CHL. Don't want to say merger, but at least their rule change that allows CHL guys to go to NCAA.
Hmm.
I mean, you take a look at watch Penn State and Gavin McKenna. Also, are we gonna guess like that's not a rigged thing that Pagula donates millions, tens of millions of dollars to Penn State for that arena? Gavin McKenna goes to Penn State. Sabres shit in the bed this year. Sabres draft first overall Gavin McKenna. I'm not saying it's rigged,
No, don't worry.
but I'm just saying it's rigged.
Sabres will start playing like the best team in the NHL around March when we're already out mathematically out of the playoffs. So we'll get like the seventh or eighth pick.
No, they'll probably be third or fourth, and then lose the lottery to like New York or something, or the Islanders
Yeah,
again.
you're not wrong. Hang on, let me see. Yeah, as of right now, we'll probably lose it to like Calgary or St. Louis.
I can see them rigging it for St. Louis, not Calgary though.
Mm-mm.
I don't think Calgary's a big enough market. Now, if that was like Winnipeg or Edmonton or maybe even
Yeah,
Ottawa, yeah, I can see that. Not Calgary though. It's like the Calgary's the ugly redheaded stepchild of Canadian hockey.
yeah, you're not wrong.
That is surprisingly good half the time. But anyway, moving on to college hockey. Uh, if you don't know how it works, the NCAA is divided into three divisions. There's D1, D2, D3. D1, obviously the top teams in the league, top schools in the league.
Hmm.
D2 is very, very small, with only like a handful of schools. Then D3 is easily, in my opinion, the biggest numbers wise of all of the three divisions. And it's not half bad hockey. Like a lot of those guys will go out and play in the Fed or the East Coast League. Some of them even make it all the way up to the NHL at some point. But like D3 hockey is pretty solid. And
Hmm.
after that comes your club hockey, like your specifically your ACHA. And I know
ACHA
you,
right
yeah,
here.
you have some experience in ACHA. You want to talk a little bit about how that works?
It's pretty much just like house for college players, pretty much.
It's pay to play, right?
Yeah. Actually, no, I don't think I paid to play when I was at ECC.
Even better. There we go.
Yeah.
So saw this the other day. So a lot of just for the exposure and for competition's sake, a lot of the higher level ACHA teams will go play like D3 schools
Hmm.
or NCJ NCJAA or whatever the junior collegiate,
Hmm.
whatever the for like community colleges and stuff, their
Yeah.
top teams. So I want to say it was like a week or two ago. Obviously I'm a Brockport grad, and that's the only reason we follow Brockport hockey on this podcast because we like to follow SUNYAC, Atlantic hockey, which Brockport is part of neither. So, but they came up to Niagara a couple weeks ago and played Niagara's top ACHA team.
Hmm.
Now, so they lost that game.
How bad? Isn't that team like 6-0 or something like that?
Brockport's not a top team, but it they're not a bad team either. They're a very solid middle of the pack D3 team.
Hmm.
They were always like the third or fourth seed when they were in SUNYAC when I was there.
Yeah.
And they were probably middle of the pack in I forgot what league they're in now, but anyway, it was I want to say it was either 6-3 or 7-4 they lost.
Yeah.
I mean, you walk into this game, you're Brian Dickinson, head coach of Brockport, and then you walk out with that losing like that to club team. What's your response? I just want to know what your response is.
Probably no sticks at practice. We're just fucking skating the whole time.
So the best thing is Brockport's a small surface too. It's
Oh,
only a
is it?
buck eight. It's only a buck 80, which makes it so much better, dude. It's easily probably the worst ice in D3 too. It's not the best of places. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was even worse. I just found it. Niagara ACHA beat them 6-2.
Jesus.
Like
You see that?
it
Did you see that fight that UB and Niagara had?
oh my god, it was so good. I want to say that might have been the same team that beat Brock because this was their Niagara's ACHA men's like Division 1 of theirs because they have like ACHA has the same like D1, D2, D3 that NCAA has.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, this was
UB
their.
Brockport also lost to my alma mater, Buff State.
Oh, I do see that 5-2. Yeah, well, Buff State's also that's not a conference game anymore because
Hmm.
Brockport hockey doesn't play SUNYAC anymore, which they only moved because Geneseo moved and they're travel partners.
Yeah.
So I disagreed with it at the time, but you know that that's how we're, especially in D3 with travel partners. If you don't know, every team are like pretty much paired up geographically.
Hmm.
So let's take the old Suniac when I was at Brockport. They had Fredonia and Buff State were travel partners.
That makes sense.
Brockport and Geneseo,
Hmm.
Potsdam and Plattsburgh,
Jesus.
and then it was Cortland and Oswego.
Yeah.
And then Morrisville was the odd man out because they had an odd number of teams.
Hmm.
So how it would work, so say for because there's two ways it could work out. Either both travel partners are on the road or it's 1-1. So in the for the sake of like Potsdam and Plattsburgh, say Geneseo and Brockport were having a weekend playing against Potsdam and Plattsburgh, which
Hmm.
if you guys don't know, it's all the way up north in New York. And Geneseo and Brockport are like in the Rochester area of the Finger Lakes. So in that case, Brockport would go to let's say Potsdam, and then Geneseo would go to Plattsburgh, and then that would be your Friday game. Your Saturday game, the teams would just flip flop. So then Brockport would go to Plattsburgh, and then Geneseo would go to Potsdam. The other way it could work is say we had Buff State and Fredonia, then Brockport and Geneseo. Buff State would come to Brockport, Geneseo would go to Fredonia, and then it would flip flop. Fredonia or Brockport would then go to Fredonia, and Geneseo would host Buff State.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
it's so you're always who you're facing in the weekend,
Hmm.
but it's just the limit travel because the lack of funds with some of those D3 teams.
Yeah,
It's just that's the nature of the game for the smaller schools, but yeah.
makes sense.
But so Duckies are off to kind of a half and half start. Not
Uh,
too bad, not too good, but what were we 2-2 now? 3-2? I
uh,
don't know. I missed a good amount of games.
let's check. I think
I
we're
would
two
give
and
a.
three actually.
Oh, you're making me sad now. No,
Well, I
no, I
wasn't there
might
the
not
last
want to go.
game.
Well, maybe now I don't even want to go to tonight's game.
No, you're going to tonight's game.
Oh, fine, I'll go to tonight's game. I'm just happy to be back on the ice, see the boys.
We are actually 1-3. That's not very good.
We suck.
So slow start, but
we
just like the
really
Sabres,
suck.
we're gonna
Okay,
bring it back up.
but let's be honest. We're still defensively more sound than the Sabres.
Yeah, honestly, actually, I don't know.
Like most,
We're playing with like three
at least
defensemen tonight.
our goals are because we get beat up at the blue line, and then they have a free run at Murr. The
Sure.
Sabres, it's all down low, and they're not clearing guys from in front. So we can argue with that on the rush, no, we suck, but defend once we're set up, we're not half bad.
Mhm. So we are getting outscored 18-12 in the
And
past four games.
whose fault would that be?
Aiden.
I was gonna say, held for not holding up his end of the bargain, but
Yeah, that too. That too. I mean, we lose
I
5-0, and we're paying Held this much money, and he's not even
I
putting up a goal in that game.
and then Mecca comes out saying he's gonna hold out for a new contract. I don't know what's gonna happen here, man. It's the drama of beer league is unmatched for any sports league in the world.
Yeah, can we just like call someone out on the podcast real quick?
I don't. Uh, this might
No,
be
I'm
dangerous,
I'm
but
calling out I'm calling out Gabe Kuglix because this man said I want to
oh
make it to
my!
at least half these games. He hasn't shown up to one.
I was gonna call Orchard Park Police and send like a welfare check to him like an hour before the game. It's like, hey, dude, you need to get up. You need to get to hockey.
You know what? I'm texting him right now to see if he's coming.
But he's not gonna come. He's just gonna fall asleep again. And how much are we paying that kid? He's on.
He better be on like an entry level contract.
I don't think that he's been here for a little bit now. I think he might. Uh, as long as Aiden's making more to them because
Mhm.
at least Aiden shows up to games.
So I'm looking at the team stats right now. Apparently Flynn is 6'9", 250.
So
That seems about right.
6'9".
Yeah, 250. Yeah.
It's not 6 feet 9 inches tall. Guy's barely 6'2".
He's about 6'3". But either way. So,
I give him 6'1.5".
so the problem I think is the disparity between the lines because any given night, line one or line two is going to be better than either one.
You're assuming we have a full second line though.
Usually we do for forwards, not for defense.
Yeah, but we're used to playing three guys though at this point.
Yeah, but I mean, last game they probably only had two,
Well,
and that
that's not my
was
fault. I didn't get the time off.
that was in Disney.
No,
But
but dude, I seriously, I think I sent you this text. I was at work the other day, and my boss comes around and he's looking at time off for everyone, right? And
hmm
based on what days we have left and where we're not at minimum. And so he comes up and he goes, "Hey, by the way, don't come into work on Friday." I'm like, "What? Like, did I just get fired? Like, I don't." He goes, "No, I'm giving you like you have too many days off. You're good. You need to take a day off, so you're not coming into work this day, on Friday." I'm like, "Oh, yay!" So my next rotation is I work on Thursday. I'm off Friday. Work Saturday. Off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm back on Wednesday. It's great. I the only job I've had where they've come in and said, "Dude, you need to take more time off."
I wish
All paid holidays, man. All paid holidays.
my job is like. I know you've worked like 6 days this week, but can you make it seven?
I'm
No,
not.
thank you.
I can work that many days, but I'm not. I'm contractual contractually required to only work a certain amount of days
Yeah.
or a certain amount of hours. Like I can only work 16 hours in a 24-hour period, which is
hmm
solid. So, but I anyway.
So going on with the Duckies, this new division we're in is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. We
Because I think
kind of moved up a division.
I mean,
We're
after
still,
last year when we got relegated,
I mean, we're still in C2, but it's just that all the C1 teams just moved down.
yeah, because I think a bunch of college kids came back, right?
Yeah, Arctic Assets are actually like the best team in our league. They're actually in SC.
That's what we played 2 weeks ago, right?
Yep. And the
So
Presidents. The Presidents are a bunch of kids that I played with
yeah,
as
but we like we've beaten the presidents before. We know the presidents. We know half the team.
Toby Bell, not even
So
a goalie.
it was summer league, and he's winded up to take a shot. And like I'm directly in front of him, and I go, and we're leading by like one goal, and I'm just like, he played goalie for a while. I'm just gonna eat this one, and I just eat it straight to the shin pads. Bounces out. We win the game, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. Love that. Great kid, great kid.
hmm
Um, is that who we play tonight? I don't even know.
No, I don't know who we played tonight. Let's check.
Yeah, this podcast coming out tomorrow anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
That's fine.
But
We
but
play. Oh, we play the Fighting Bananas. Always a good game.
they're the ones that eliminated us from the playoffs last year.
Yep.
That should be a fun one. I
Oh,
had
it's a
2 goals
holiday.
against Bananas last year.
Yeah, Gabe isn't coming to this game. It's at
Yeah,
holiday.
but the bar is open.
I got Taylor here, so I'm gonna have to
That sounds
show
like
up.
you probably well. I bring her to the bar.
I'm not having her meet all those guys at once. Fuck that.
What? Me, Flynn, and Aiden?
If Mecca's there, hell no. Well, here's my okay. If one at a time, it's not bad. She already knows you, but like if I introduce her to Flynn and Aiden, I could
Who
go
do you
home
think?
single.
And whose fault do you think it would be, Flynn or Aiden's?
A bit of both. And I feel like after you get a drink or two, it might be yours.
I don't. Yeah, no, dude, you gotta come to the bar. What's better than going out to the bar before
I'll think about it.
getting sloppy drunk, going across the street, than slipping in warm ups? Which, if you haven't seen that, go to our YouTube. It's definitely in one of the highlight reels. Is me just wiping out, absolutely shit faced.
Number seven too usually gets pretty drunk before the games. So if you guys go watch that video, number seven is hammered every time he falls in that video. So
Check our YouTube page. They're both out. Highlights from the first year and the second year of this. Um, I had to be honest with you, the amount of games I watch, I have not seen enough for it to make another highlight, start another highlight reel so far. I mean, the last package I made was all Murr. We didn't score a damn goal. So, like Murr played amazing, and then after I got like his top like four saves, you know how hard it was to find more footage. So that's why I just cut in at the end was held complaining about people not drinking.
You could have put at least my good move in there. Then I missed the net by like 5 feet.
I think I did.
Oh fuck! I
I'm
gotta
pretty
watch that.
sure I did. I could be wrong though. But see, this is the struggles of being a beer league media guy.
Yeah, you got a point. We were all mad that you weren't showing up because like who the fuck's gonna do media now?
I mean, everyone complains. Oh, the questions are good enough. He sucks at media. Yet when I'm not there, no one steps up.
Yeah, right.
It's like actually on the ice when you and I aren't scoring, the forwards just don't step up.
Um. So do the Duckies need to make a trade or make a signing or something to help this beginning of the season rut?
Right? Well, who are they going to sign though? I mean, it's not every day you could just pull someone off the street, which legitimately is something probably what we would do.
Oh yeah, definitely. Um, I don't know. I feel like we make a trade, maybe bring in Sam Muir. Maybe he can help be a backup goalie.
No, he's not driving in from Brockport every day. He's a goalie too. Like,
Exactly, he could be a backup. Give Murray a break. Murray needs some.
the
Murray needs a
last
break.
backup goalie we had quit.
Who?
Remember, tried to bring Nick that one time.
Oh yeah.
He quit like 2 days later.
Have we ever told the story about the one goalie we had before Murray?
I don't think so. Not
So
not on the podcast at least.
yeah, when
But
we first
I also wasn't around for it.
when the Duckies was founded, our inaugural year, we had a goalie. I'm not gonna name names, but
Yeah, because we don't do that all the time.
he was bad. He was bad. Um, but I will say, the game before we decided to kick him off the team, he played lights out against Reverse Retro. Like they had like 2 goals. He was lights out against them. And then the game after that, we were like, all right, let's go to the goalie pool. We're gonna have a goalie help us because he had said that he wasn't making it, and that's when we found Murr. And immediately after that game, we were like, "Hey, Murr, do you want to like play on our team?" And the next day, Flynn texted our goalie and was like, "Hey, this team's kind of folding, so we're not going to be playing any more games."
And here we are.
And
Three,
then we
3 years.
just yeah. And then after that year, I met Peter Buffone. We got him on the team, and then he started making media because he was
Legitimately signed off the street.
no, literally like
It was like I think it was like a 20-second conversation while they're resurfacing the ice at a hockey camp.
it might have been less than 20 seconds. I feel like it was just like, oh yeah, we played Bear League in Buffalo. Oh really? Yeah, hit me up sometime. All right, cool. And then we went the whole rest of the summer not talking to each other. And then I hit you up like September. Like, oh, cool guy.
Did I ever tell you what happened with Gabe that first game I played on the Duckies?
No.
So Flynn had been texting me. He was like, "Hey, dude, you joining? Whatever." So I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm joining. Let's go." And so first game rolls around. It's leisure on like 10 o'clock on a Tuesday, and this is when Gabe like cared enough to actually show up. And so he texts me and goes, "Dude, what is going on? I haven't talked to you in like forever." Like just the way Gabe says stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, "No, dude, I'm just like psyched for tonight." He goes, "Bro, what do you mean? What's tonight?" Like, dude, we have hockey tonight. He goes, "You're on the team?" I'm like, "Bro, have you not looked at anything that's in like the last 2 months? I'm in the text chain. You have my number. I've replied to your text in the team
I
chat."
will say though, it took me about 6 months before I saved your number and you were in the team chat.
Buddy, I still don't have your number saved for the team
That's fine.
chat.
That's fine.
If that makes you feel any better.
Yeah. Um,
And the only reason I have numbers saved in the chat is for when I was doing the injury reports last year. I just don't have enough time to actually sit down and do the injury reports anymore.
mhm.
Whoever said out, that's why I needed to know the names so I could do those. But my job
You making
actually,
one? You making one for held now?
uh, it was either do the podcast or make an injury report. Which one would you rather have?
The podcast.
I rest my case.
Yeah.
But, well, like my job actually like matters now. So, but,
You should start
it
putting
is
out
what
a
it is.
put out a poll on the Duckies Instagram and just say like over under on Gabe Kuglik showing up to the game and just put like bets.
That would be great. I love it.
Just what are the odds?
What are the odds he actually shows up
Yeah.
right now?
I will I would say plus 1100 if he shows up.
I I will legitimately go pick him up and drive him just to prove you wrong. And that's it. That adds what, like 30 minutes on my drive both ways.
Yeah, legitimately about that.
Yeah, but I don't know. It should be fun. New season's upon us. Sabres suck. Bills suck. Duckies suck. What else
We're
is new?
almost back in 2007 or 2009, 2010.
Dude, I don't know, man. New season, new team.
I blame Terry Pagula.
That's what Terry Pagula's bringing the Duckies down with him.
Yep.
It's his investment. We need to find new ownership.
He's part owner, yeah.
Well, someone should tell Flynn about that because he still thinks he's a full owner. But actually, you know what? I actually do have some big news on the Duckies front.
hmm
I don't think you were here for this announcement last week because I only told Flynn, Eden, and Joker about this.
I don't think I was.
So I don't know if you know about my dad, the illnesses he's had.
hmm
So I have signed the Duckies up for the 11-day power play.
Let's go.
Now
When is it?
that doesn't mean we're going to get a spot.
That's fair.
When I say I signed us up, that means I've applied for a spot in the 11-day power play.
When is it?
Sometime in June or July.
If it's in July, I'll probably be able to make it.
Wow. Okay. Like just
I'm sorry, I'd rather have a.
dagger to the
I'm
heart.
sorry, I'd rather have a job.
I It's hockey with the boys, bro. I
It's
legitimately
not
I use my compensatory time to come play hockey with the boys.
actually if it's um what's it called? On the weekends, I could probably come.
Well, we don't know. So if
Here.
we do get it, two things. If we do get it, number one, I don't know when we'll play. I don't know what time we'll play. So we could also have like a um 2 a.m. to like 6 a.m. shift
hmm
on like a Wednesday morning. So
Yeah, yeah.
it be what it be. But I did apply for about 30 to 40 players. So the entire Duckies are going to be invited. Everyone on the team is going to be invited.
Okay.
The entire Ice Wolves team is going to be invited. And then I told everyone to reach out to whoever else wants to play.
Oh, we should reach out to BB, see if he wants to play.
I don't know who that is, but sure.
You know who that is. Fine, RB.
Whatever. But yeah, no, I've applied for the 11-day power play, so hopefully we can get in, make some good money for Roswell. If we do end up getting approved and we get the team, I will be posting a donation link on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere that you can find the Duckies, except for TikTok because Seamus had that and never posted
Forget
on it. And then I'm
it.
pretty sure that died. I think we physically buried the TikTok with him.
Yeah, does he still has the password, doesn't he?
I never got the password. The only reason I got the Instagram is because I'm like, dude, you need to give me the password because you are not posting enough.
He should start just like posting random shit on the TikTok.
Don't give him ideas because he's gonna listen to this now, and then he's gonna text me and goes, "Dude, why the fuck did you do a podcast without me?"
Sorry,
But
dude, I haven't talked to you in like
like
four months.
I don't know how good cell service you have wherever you may be in the afterlife, but I don't think you have enough to run a Zoom meeting. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
right.
like. I know you're up north somewhere, and I'm not talking about like heaven. I'm talking like northern New York because he's not dead, but
Just in Plattsburgh somewhere.
well, I guess on that terrible disappointment, we'll wrap things up here. It was good to be back at it on the podcast here. Duckies in action tonight. Take a look at Instagram for the updates from that game. Kyle, any last thoughts before we wrap it up and head off to the game tonight?
Nope. Go Bills, go Sabres, go Duckies.
Sure. If you want to follow us, hit us up on Instagram. Rubber Duckies Hockey, Twitter, Rubber Duckies HC, and this is where I throw it to Seamus for the TikTok, but we just discussed how well that went. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Good to be back at it, and go Duckies.
Ugly.